You ever see somebody doing something in the gym and consciously you can't quite put your finger on it, but subconsciously something is telling you that that just doesn't look right, that doesn't look effective. In fact, it looks useless or like a total fucking waste of time? Well, if you've never had that feeling, you just haven't been in the gym long enough, because it happens all the time. In fact, the gym probably has the highest concentration of any environment on the planet of people who do not know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, think about it like this. Why do you go to the gym in the first place? You're there to promote a response, a physiological response. Look better, feel better, perform better. These are all physiological responses. But if you ask somebody, you say, do you understand physiology? They probably say, nope. And you go one further and you say, do you understand biomechanics? Nope. So let me get this straight. You're here to use biomechanics to promote a physiological response, and you don't understand either of those? Yep. Fuck. Good luck, bro. Anyways, I'll give you 2 factors that'll help you better consciously be able to identify and assess and evaluate any exercise immediately to say beyond a shadow of a doubt that yes, that exercise is useful, or no, that exercise is useless. So 2 factors are very simple. We got direction of effort and direction of resistance. Now the direction of effort is very simple to understand. It's the direction in which you're trying to move. So anytime you're doing an exercise, or you see someone else doing an exercise, whatever way they're trying to move when they're exerting force, that's the direction of effort. Direction of resistance is very simple as well. It's the direction in which the resistance is being pulled. If you're ever unsure of this, when you're doing the exercise, let go of the weight and get the fuck out of the way. That will tell you immediately which way the direction of resistance is, because whatever way that weight goes, that's the direction of resistance. If you're using a free weight, it's always going to go towards the floor because of what we call gravity. If you're using a cable, wherever that cable is anchored, that's the direction of resistance. Machines are very simple. They only go 2 ways in most cases. So one way you have to produce force to move the weight. The other way you can let go, and that's the way it's going to go. That's the direction of resistance. Now when we talk about optimal loading, there should be congruency between the direction of effort and the orientation of the desired muscle. And if you don't know what orientation means, you just look for 2 points, the origin and the insertion. Muscles produce force in an attempt to shorten the distance or prevent a lengthening of the distance between 2 points, where the muscle starts and where the muscle finishes. So if you can select an exercise that mimics that motion of bringing those 2 points further away from each other, so that force is needed to be produced to bring those 2 points closer together, you're picking a pretty good exercise to train that muscle throughout its entirety and stimulate growth. Now at the bottom here, we have the waste of time continuum. So on one end of the spectrum, we have effective use of time, optimal loading. And on the other end of the spectrum, it's useless. It's a total fucking waste of time. So if we use those 2 factors that we just talked about, direction of effort and direction of resistance, we could see that when they oppose each other, that is optimal. The way that which you're trying to move is being met with resistance directly. You're optimally loading the muscle. As we veer away from that, and the direction of resistance is no longer opposing the direction of effort directly, the exercise becomes more and more useless, or going into that range of motion becomes more and more useless as it relates to optimally loading the muscle responsible for producing the effort. So it's really, really very simple. I'll give you a practical example real quick, actually. You'll see people doing this rotator cuff shit. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you have rotator cuff issues. But some of the more ineffective things that you'll see is people holding a free weight in which the direction of resistance is going down and they're doing a rotational movement at the shoulder. Which way is the direction of effort? The direction of effort is this way and this way. Which way is the direction of resistance? This way. So it's not opposing the direction of effort at all throughout the entire range of motion. Therefore, that exercise done that way is useless. It's a total fucking waste of time. If you wanted to make it more useful, use a cable apparatus in which the direction of resistance opposes the direction of effort. It's really fucking very simple. But people don't get this, and they do this stupid shit all the time because a large percentage of people infest gyms that have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They don't understand biomechanics. They don't understand physiology, but they're there to use biomechanics to promote a physiological response. What fucking sense does that make? You like the information? Share it. Let's empower these people. Let's reach out to as many as we can to help them better understand what the fuck's going on when they're doing something in the first place so that they can get a better result than they would get by wasting their fucking time. You like the information yourself? You click the fucking button at the bottom, subscribe to the channel, and I will keep fucking bringing it.